Hi, Chad. It's Winston and I here. Say hi, Beans. Say hi, man. So, this week, This week, I decided to go to Food Forest, which I had been there before, and I hated every second I was there because it's really freaking hot. It's so hot. Some of the fruits that I had tried there before were pretty good, though. Some of the leaves and stuff. There was like mulberries. I don't know. When I went there the first time, I didn't see them there this time. But those were really good, actually. I ate like so many of them. I know that they weren't washed or anything, but oh well. Anyways, I did get bit by something, so I was really not that happy. But anyways, I know that you want to talk about permaculture, and I know that that is like the biggest thing that goes on at the food forest. Like that is the whole purpose of it, that everything is like used without irrigation, heavy machinery, and everything is all natural. So according to the text, permaculture is a design strategy based on observing patterns in nature. The term is introduced in the 1970s, and it's basically a combination of permanent and agriculture. Basically, permaculture is the most natural form of doing farming. It is relevant to sustainability because we are only taking elements from the earth and elements that are not needed for other things in order to make things work. And like I said, with the food forest. And we're trying not to use any irrigation, heavy machinery, or chemicals that would rid of the nutrients, and we want them to also play a role in agriculture. So, as per Food Inc. and many other documentaries that talk about, agriculture and food and like what's behind the scenes of everything, you see that obviously that all farmers need money and they need to be able to work. But some of what these farmers do is inhumane, and it is monopolizing the economy and making and getting rid of nutrients out of food. So these large-scale places tend to not kill their animals humanely, and they keep them all packed up, and they feed them as much as they can, and they don't feed them anything good for them, and they use so many pesticides and chemicals to make production faster. They want these animals and crops to be as big as bad as they possibly can and do whatever they need to do in order to make them profitable. Which kind of leads me into the fact of like GMOs and genetically modified produce and how they appear to make things better. I don't know enough about GMOs to say that I wouldn't eat them or that I steer one way or steer the other, but I know that it is definitely a topic up for debate with many people, and I know a lot of large-scale agricultural places tend to use genetically modify their foods in order to make them look better, taste better, whatever it is. And a lot of these smaller scale places, they're growing and doing things out of the goodness of their heart, and they're trying their best to make things as organic and as natural as possible. So basically, it is obviously up for debate that GMOs, whether or not they are safe for human consumption in big quantities, and genetically modifying food and other forms of techniques that are used in big agricultural practices are realistic in a sense because they are producing food as fast as they can. They're doing a great job producing food and bringing food to the people of this country and of other countries where we import and export food, but they are definitely not sustainable. We need more farmers markets, more places like Seed to Table and Oaks Farm that they're locally owned and operated, and they do the best they can in order to make things more sustainable and better for the community. I think that, Oaks Farms is a great place, and I know, for example, the restaurant that I worked at, they used to get a lot of their deliveries from Seed to Table and Oaks Farms. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it because of the way that they harvest and produce their products. And so like I said, I just think we need a lot more small businesses and a lot more like U-Picks and places that, we see the production, we see everything going on, and so we know where our food is coming from. And I also think it is a good idea to even consider the fact that, to be more sustainable, there is ethical hunting. There is a reason that there are tags and permits every year that you have to get in order to hunt. And it is a great thing because you're getting your protein intake. You're going out there and doing something that you love to do, that these people really like to do. I get that some people can't handle it, but you know where your meat is coming from. Your animal is in the habitat it is supposed to be in. It is getting and eating what it is supposed to be eating. And, you know, when you kill it, you strip it down, you eat that food, you know, it's clean, it's natural, it's whatever you put into it. And so I think that it is definitely important to, like, recognize some of that stuff. There was so many different plants of the food forest, obviously. And so the first plant that I identified is the beautyberry, and they are native to East and South Asia, Australia, Madagascar, and North America. In the early days, beautyberries were used for medicinal purposes to treat malaria, dizziness, headaches, fevers, etc. Now they are used to repel bugs and ants, and they are also used as to feed birds and animals alike. They're just good, and cows like them, and it's just a good all-around healthy food for that. So the Barbados cherry, which is something that I thought was actually very interesting. I saw the bush, but I didn't see any actual, like, cherries, which was, like, kind of sad, but it's okay. And they are native to Brazil, Puerto Rico, and pretty much most of South America. And it's a tart fruit. It's very tart. It's edible, but it's generally used in preserves and things like that. So it's just, you know, like another form of jelly. And lastly, I saw a banana tree, and they are native to Southeast Asia. And I know particularly a lot of our bananas here come from the Chiquita banana, which is from Mexico. And obviously bananas are a great source of potassium. We eat them all the time. Mr. Winston loves his bananas. Do you love bananas? Well, bananas are also Winston approved, and so I think that is important. Anyways, Chad, you know, another field trip, but thanks so much, and it was kind of cool, like, going there by myself and not having to be told what to do constantly, and being able to kind of observe and do what I wanted to do. So thank you.